Hey everyone, welcome back to Painted. I'm Maury Curtis Dunbar, your host of many painting festivities, and I'm happy to see everybody back. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous Saturday. Last Saturday in May. Monday is June. I can't believe we've whizzed through all of this. I can't believe how exciting that is. I get messages popping up on my phone, and of course I forgot to turn off notifications. That's all on me. We're also back being open for business. So yeah, people could walk in the door. We didn't have that happening for the last couple of months, but we can have it happen today. Hey Heather, nice to see you. Good morning to you too, honey. So today I thought we'd go back to a few basics. And that is, I need to make shopping bags for the studio, so I thought I'd go through with everybody the idea of how we use our stamping rollers, our Artsyville foil adhesive, and all our killer foils. But we're also going to show you how you use the rubber rollers, the orange rubber rollers, and convert them into stamping rollers. Yay, that's so exciting to me, which I love. That means I'm doubling the use of all my rollers. All right, I'm gonna put gloves on because this is messy, and we all know I spill and make messes. So, gloves on. My gloves, I guarantee you, will not only stick to each other, but they will stick to the roller handle. Why? How do I know? Because I did a bunch of these yesterday. Actually, this was my live planned for yesterday afternoon until all the plumbing fell out from under the bottom of my studio sink. And I had gallons of water all over the floor and had to do a really massive cleanup in here. And then I had to remop again this morning because, yeah, old swamp water coming out of the pipes is not a pretty smell. All right, I'm going to flip the camera down and we're going to go into our next steps here. So our Artsyville foil adhesive. And I'm going to pour some into the pan. Now, you can see I have this loaded from yesterday, so I'm going to show you what we do here to load a roller. Now, if you do this on a flat surface, you might not need to move this roller back and forth, but quite frankly, I hate working on a flat surface. I don't feel like for loading a roller, I think it's a pain in the neck. I prefer my regular old paint pan like I have here, so I put the sponge roller, and this is the one I was using yesterday. Usually all I do is take for like the adhesive, I take it, roll it up in press and seal, and stick it in the freezer so I can use it again and again. Because if you use new rollers, every time you wash and then reload this, you get adhesive soaking into the sponge and you waste product. So if you take this roller off, wrap it in press and seal and stick it in the freezer, then it lasts longer. All right, so I'm taking this and I put press and seal in the bottom of my pan just to save myself some cleanup because this is messy and it's sticky. And if there's a way for it to be messier and stickier, I'll find it. So I'm just loading this roller up and then kind of offloading it. And what I'm doing is making sure that it gets all over the sponge, because then I'll get a consistent outlay of the adhesive on the roller. So, you know, you don't have to do it the way I'm doing it. This just makes sure that I get everything over here. And because I'm using the press and seal and it's not sitting square on the table, it gets a little harder for me to load a roller during a live. So I just want to make sure I got enough product on there. I'm going to set this to the side. And then you take this, turn it on its side. You pull this out again with your fingers. You put it in the second hole. This comes like that. There we go. I want to make sure the nut's tightened up on the bottom here because it's feeling a little loose and wobbly. And we have these as full kits and we have refill rollers. So yes, these are all available on our website. And then, okay, you see I just put the roller into the first hole, and then you take it and you gently roll it around once to load up the roller. This was obviously loaded from yesterday, so I have a little buildup in a couple spots that I'm just wiping off, simply so I don't get a big squish of that later. And by the way, when you push, don't push down on these hard, because then that causes the liquid in this roller to squish out around your pattern on this roller and you get really smeary prints. Oops, I pushed it right back out. And if you suddenly see that your pins are getting a little short on the end here, like this one is, take a plier and just pull it out a little bit. It happens. These things get beat up in the studio. That's what happens. So then you take the roller and you give just a slow roll up. And look, I've created my cute little daisy print on here. And then we set them aside and let them dry. And I'm going to do these in red, white, and blue patterns because these look a lot like fireworks. So I'm just going to roll a couple out. And then I set them aside to dry. And I have two sizes of bags, it's big and small. This is the small ones, obviously. I'm just going to roll out a couple here. And you can see I can get a lot of passes just with one loading up of the roller. Oops. And see, that's what one of the things that can happen. If you push down too hard, you can pop it out. But that really is a function of the pin on this side is a little short because I've been using this a lot and I keep dropping things. So I just need to really go in and pull out that pin a little bit with the pliers. I'm just gonna do a couple more of these and then we're gonna switch patterns. And I'm going to show you how we do that. All right. So I'm going to take, you can see I did about half a dozen bags. So I'm going to take this roller out and I'm going to set it to the side, somewhere over here, preferably. I got to find a place to set this down where it's not about to make a huge mess. There's that stack of papers that I have that needs to go in the garbage right there. I specifically had a stack of papers that I knew I was going to be throwing out, so I needed to figure out how to, I was going to save them. All right, so let me get my converter bar information and let me show you. Okay. So normally when you order one of these rollers, it comes with this kind of handle, which is awesome. They work great. And it's meant to be rolled through something to leave a stamped impression in it. But what if I wanted to use this to apply paint or glue to a surface? Well, that doesn't really fit. I mean, we don't have any pins or anything on the ends of this like we do the blue ones to fit it in here. So how do I do that? With one of these. We have converter bars, and you take it, stick it in. So you can see it's already, now we've created the same kind of roller. Now mind you, this is harder than the blue. So the blue would push down on the surface and kind of suck onto it and roll it out and spread a little, give a wider stamp. This doesn't have that kind of give. So it's going to give you kind of a crisper pattern. I just want to roll a little bit more adhesive on here. I just want to make sure I have enough so that we can give a good stamp. You can see my gloves now have adhesive on. Everything has adhesive and my fingers are sticking to it all. Okay, so then you're going to take your roller, and this is our Ovalicious pattern, and you're just going to give it one quick pass to load the roller up. Ugh, my fingers are sticking together. My gloves are sticking to everything. All right, so here's another one of these bags. And I'm going to take it. And you can see it leaves the pattern, but it just doesn't spread the pattern out as wide as it does with the softer roller. And that's fine, because that's what I expect. But I think this is going to make a cute pattern on my bags. because it's hard. The more delicate the pattern, the more challenging this becomes. Now, I have a ring light on my camera, so I really can't read the comments and questions. So if I've missed anything, I will absolutely go back and answer it in the questions or in the comments. You're just gonna have to be patient with me until I can get to that. We're gonna do a bunch of these. And I'll throw that one over here, and then I have some larger bags to do. There we go. This is one of the better patterns to do this with because you have so much surface area. So I'm really happy with how this is showing up. The more delicate patterns, they're a little harder to read with these hard rubber rollers. Boy, do these look cute. Now I can roll my pattern this way. Didn't roll it terribly straight, but I got my pattern on there. I can roll them this way. Again, look at how cute that pattern is on there. I think y'all can see that. And there's another one that way, and we'll do another one that way. All right, and those will just be sitting out, letting them get ready to dry. Now I'm gonna take that over there. I'm gonna slide that over to the floor a little bit, and we're gonna foil some of these bags. Oh my gosh, now I gotta get the gloves off. All right, so I'm gonna move the damp ones out of the way. We do have dry ones to work with, because I did a bunch of them. Like I said yesterday, I don't know where I put the lid to the can. Oh, there it is, behind me. All right, let's move the camera around a little bit, see if I can get you a little better angle at the table. There we go. So I did this bag yesterday, and we did it with that cute starburst flower pattern. So the first thing I want to try is this red, white, and blue foil, because I think this will be awfully cute on here. And I could do it this way, or I can do it this way. When we'll try two bags. We'll try one in each direction. Alrighty. All right, let's try this one in this direction. And I have my little scrubber here. Now my release on this is not going to be perfect, because this surface is porous, so some of the adhesive soaked in, but it will give me a good fun release. Look at that, how cute is that? That is a great pattern for the summer with all of our fun holidays that are coming up. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna take some of this, and I'm just gonna use whatever's left in here, and I don't care if the stripes meet up or anything. Good. Just super fun. Oh, that's so cute. These do look like fireworks. Just how cute is that? And I can get more released on here. I can just take my heavier scrubber, my stiffer brush, go back in. It'll release more than the softer brush does. See? Just depends on which brush you use. And the stiff brush, I like the stiff brush for something like this, just because I think it gets into more crevices. But look how cute that is. I love this. That is just so cute. Now I'm going to make a stack down at my feet. We got another starburst, and we're going to try a different pattern. We're going to try our 3D hologram stars pattern, which I think would be very fun for this. Tear a little bit off. Yeah, obviously I left my scissors sitting to the side, so it's tear with the teeth day. Don't worry, I trim all those bits that have been anywhere near my mouth off before we cut a fresh piece. Okay, that's cute, and it's silver. but I don't read the stars in it, so that will be one that I'm just going to use up the rest of this, and this was not my, I'm not loving that as a choice on there just because it doesn't really show those stars, so we'll have to think of other patterns. Let me set that one aside. Did I bring any of the other? No, we'll do this one. We'll finish this one up with these. Sorry, my mind, I have like a million ideas in my head all the time. And so I start jumping around in the middle of projects. I'm sure all of you do the same thing. And see, like I said, pretty, pretty, pretty. You just don't see that 3D on this particular bag. It just doesn't show it that way. All right, that's still too wet, so let's grab, here we go. We did these in our sweet pea pattern, which is so cute, which you will see better. And all the rollers, the adhesive, the foils, everything, all available on our website. So let's do a little bit of the sweet pea in our awesome Jaguar pattern. Oh, I love this. I love this pattern. I have a whole stack of foils sitting over to the side right now. So we're going to see how this releases. This will make a fun shopping bag. And I love releasing patterns like this because once you pull them back, you can't always tell what they actually were. They just make great background patterns. I mean, look at that. Oh my God. Look at how cool that worked out as a background pattern. You don't see that it's Jaguar. You just see all this wonderful texture and color in there. That's awesome. All right, we got that one. Let's try what? Blue tie-dye. How cute would that be? Let's see. Let's tie up our rolls before I do something bad and have all the foils unroll across the table. I have actually had that happen. I knocked a whole bunch of them that I'd forgotten to tape up off the table, and they rolled across the floor and unrolled. All right, take that one back up. This is going to be so cute. I can already tell that this is going to be awesome. I gotta move things out of the way. I have bags everywhere. There's probably around 60 bags all over the surface right now. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Oh gosh. Imagine, you can do this for your gift bags for your friends and stuff like that. I mean, look how would you love getting a gift in a bag that pretty? That is just so nice. Oh, I love it. Okay, we got another one. And we're gonna do pink camo on this. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. It's so cute. And again, love it, love it, love it. Oh, so pretty. Look how cute that camo came out. That pink camo is so pretty. And I think it's a little thin right there, and I might put a little very specifically pink because not pink right in that corner. There we go. I think somebody is asking, when am I going to start teaching more finishes online? I don't know. Sometimes I get products in and I teach a finish. Sometimes I get products in and I demonstrate them. I get different ideas every day. So maybe I'll do one this afternoon. I'm going to be live on Artistic Painting Studios webpage this afternoon. So, you know, keep an eye out for me. Who knows? I might do a finish there. I might do a finish here tomorrow. Honestly, I don't know. I kind of like to keep everything mixed up, do a little bit of everything. Alrighty, so this is our blue, navy blue silver camo print. I love this pattern. And you may ask why I do a lot of patterns and not solid colors when I do the rollers. And I think the solid colors are gorgeous. I just happen to love the variety that is created with the textured look of both multicolored foils and adhesive on a bag. I just like the extra dimension that it gives. But you're going to see we're going to use some solid because it's really, we got some gorgeous new solids in. Oh, look how pretty that is. That is the camo. Oh, I love it. That's so pretty. I'm really excited. Somebody, whoever said my voice is soothing, that's so kind of you. Tell my husband that the next time we have an argument. Because I kind of have a feeling I'm not always so soothing to him. All right, we're going to use this gorgeous brand new color. It is called Grape Soda. I brought this in for a client who needed it specifically and liked it so much I decided to keep it in stock. This color is so gorgeous. Oh my God. And again, this pattern that you're seeing is our sweet pea roller. Look at that purple. I mean, honest, look at that rich purple reflecting in there. I love that color. So y'all are keeping me company on a project that I have to do because I'm totally out of shopping bags. So that's why we're doing this as a live, and because I wanted to show everybody the converter bar. There always comes up with some questions about the converter bar. I'm hoping this is dry enough. So normally we tell everybody half an hour to an hour to let this dry. And obviously it has been far less than that one since I just rolled that out. But I want to see, I want to do the holographic gold, and I want to see how this pattern shows up because I think it's really, really cute. Let's try the holo gold. So this may be a bad release. I know that already because I'm pushing it by not letting this adhesive dry as long as it should. But the fact that it's on paper helps it dry faster because the moisture is coming out of the back as well as the front. I want this rubber. So it's either going to be really great or you're going to see a very bad release on this bag because I pushed it and did it too soon. Oop, it's going, yay, let go. Okay, first of all, great release. Second, I love this holographic gold, and it's not showing it right here on the camera, but you can see little flecks of blue and pink in here and orange because of the holographic foil. That's really cool. This is letting me play with different foils and check out different patterns and see what I like. So there's this one. And I think we're going to try it in the Waterfall Silver. And the other reason I'm doing this with so many different foils is people don't always see what the pattern or the colors look like until they've been released. And I know that helps a lot of people. And of course, I can't do all of the rolls of foil that I have all at one time. That's a lot of foils. But this gives me a chance for you all to see the different foils. All right, so this is holographic silver waterfall. Now, I don't know how this is going to release on paper because I thought the 3D stars was going to look cute, and we didn't get any of the 3D stars. So I don't know what we're going to see happening with this, if we're going to actually see more holographic stuff. Maybe a little more scrub. Yeah, we did. We got a little more of the holographic pattern out of that. That really came out well. Look how cute this is. Somebody I think is, how do I wash my rollers to get my adhesive off? All right, when I do stupid things like I've done today and let them sit, I stick them in a bucket of hot water and crud cutter or Faux Effects Easy Clean or Dawn Dissolve until this stuff is all softened up, and then I go in with the same kind of brush that I was using to scrub it. I go in there and scrub the crap out of them, and if I need to, I go in with my fingernails and I clean it really well. It's not hard to do. They clean up fine. I'm very, very, very abusive to my rollers, and I say that with all seriousness. I am not kind to my tools a lot of the time. I clean them really well, but I forget to put them away. I clean them before they get hard. So I can, if I can get mine clean after the abuse I give them, everybody else can get them clean too. It's really simple. And then, you know, I just make sure they're clean. Sometimes somebody said you can put these, I know you can put the orange ones, you might be able to put the blue ones too in the dishwasher. Although, frankly, I don't put paint products in my dishwasher. I don't want them on my dishes. But sometimes people I know have dishwashers in their studios. I don't. Oh my gosh, this pink tie-dye. That's to die for. Oh, I love this. Again, I'm sorry if I'm not seeing who's asking the question. The ring light sits right over where everybody's names in the comments show, so I kind of peek around and try to answer questions. But if I didn't answer your question because I can't see it, I will write out the answer. If I've answered your question but didn't answer it adequately enough to give you the information you wanted, ask it again, because it's not your fault. If I don't get you the information in a way that you understand it, that's on me, not on you. Look how cute that is. I mean, that pink, that darling pink orange tie-dye. Just so cute on there. Okay, whoops. Drop that on there. We got another small bag, and we're going to try it with our blue-green tie-dye, which is so pretty. And we're going to do it with a couple different V-matte. We got a lot of foils that I thought I'd show you, and I know if you're bored with the foils, that's all we're doing in this one. So, you know, come back to me later today and we'll have another project going. But right now, this is foiling on bags. I wanted to show you how the converter bar worked, and then this is just to show you how pretty some of these patterns are that we're working with, and how different colors laid over the same exact pattern can look so different. I know this is going to be very dramatic looking. Oh my gosh, that looks like an insect's wing. That is so cute. Oh, I love that. All right, I'm just reaching around, grabbing a bag, grabbing a thing of foil. All right, so we're gonna try this with the V-Mask antique mirror foil. So this one is, these are different. All the other foils I just showed you can be used on fabric as well as on hard surfaces. V-Mask only wants to be used on regular surfaces. These are not fabric friendly foils. Meaning they won't hold up to the wear, they won't hold up to the cleaning. They won't be happy on your clothes, and you won't be happy with how they last and wear. I have gone through our website and made sure every single foil is noted whether or not it's good for fabric, so that there isn't any question. Oh, that's fun. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick this up, but that mottled gold silver, that is super pretty on there. Super, super pretty. There's the pattern. So you can see it next to that. That is really pretty on there. All right, another bag. I did something with the tape for the piece of it on this roll. I don't know where I put that one. Usually it's stuck to me, but doesn't seem to be at this moment. So we're gonna try this with the pewter bark V mask. And this is fun for me because I get to see how these release on different prints. If you have a store, and doing shopping bags is probably one of the best ways to check out all your foil patterns to see how they release and what they look like released. Oh, that's fun. Now it's darker, it's a little more masculine. The colors in it are subtle, the shine is subtler, but boy, is that pretty. Boy, is that pretty. I really like that. All right, let's grab another bag. Tape up that roll since the tape is still sitting on the back of my hand right now. And when I do demos like this, all of these little scraps of foil go into a pile. They go into our packing of goodies, and then, sorry, 2 more rolls to test. Okay, we're gonna do this one. This is the gold Cheetah. This one is a translucent foil, so it's gonna read a little differently on here, and I'm interested to see what that does. This is a fabric-friendly foil. Let's take a look. And that release is very subtle on there. But I need a little more scrubbing because I didn't really make much of an effort. So this transfer, you can see it's not shiny. It's much more matte, very subtle. Not my favorite one for a shopping bag, but it'll look great on other surfaces. Oh, I love that. They're all so pretty. I will flip up, and as soon as I do this last foil, I will flip up, go back through the questions, take a look and see if I can answer a few. All right, this is our, grab a bag. There's so many bags everywhere. Okay, so you can see this is one of the ones that we did, again, with the Ovalicious roller, the orange one. And we're gonna use the brown marble shatter. I like to switch between bright colors and some more neutral colors. Not everybody wants things, you know, bugwing bright. That's me, that's not everybody. I try to make shopping bags for people like me who like to collect pretty shopping bags. Oh, wow. Look how pretty that is. So again, really a spectacular release. And that is just pretty. Now, it's a little hard to see on camera. The shatter is very much more subtle than you're gonna see here on this, but boy, does it look pretty on the bag. Yay. All right. Let me flip this up. Okay, somebody asked something. I'm gonna take because I'm gifted. I just dropped the camera. Hang on, you're gonna see my hands all over this while I try to mount it back into the tripod. What was the blue-green type that Gina Louise, what was the blue-green type that I said looked like bug's wings? That is our blue-green tie-dye foil. Okay. Oh, Minetta, that pink and orange tie-dye is gorgeous. And yeah, that's very pretty. All of them are gorgeous. Dawn Dissolve, never heard of that one. It's just it's another cleaner. It's another heavy-duty kind of, what these cleaners do is they're heavy alcohol, but they also have degreasers in them, and all that stuff likes to kind of loosen up gummy products like paints and adhesives, and you just leave them sitting in there because none of this is cured. So just getting it wet and letting it soak and get wet, turn off my light if I can figure out how, letting them sit and get wet actually just softens up all the paint, so eventually it wants to lift off. But the dissolve stuff, just like Easy Clean, just like FX cleaners, all of that stuff, they particleize then the stuff, the plastics in there, and then it helps lift it up. I'm going a little more science, and I'm going to stop because my science, while it's good, is not good enough to explain this. But really what it does, it just turns the adhesives and the paints into goo, and you can just wash it off. Because again, while even if it's dry, none of this is old and cured, so you'll be fine getting it cleaned. Let's see, there's Gina. Let's see. You're so sweet, Gina, telling me my voice is soothing. Isn't that Sweet Pea adorable? Okay, now I'm getting people telling me, okay, I heard the message, stop using my teeth as tools. I won't. Oh, Heather, yes, that's why I'm not in a swing. My friend is teasing me. I sent everybody pictures of a bar that had swings on it. And my first thought is, I fall walking in bare feet. So last thing anybody needs to do is put me in a chair that's a swing and then hand me a drink. So now the idea is that I'll fall off of anything. All right, everybody. I hope you have a great Saturday. I will be live again this afternoon at 4:30 my time, which is Central Time, on Artistic Painting Studios page. I have no idea what I'm going to do yet. I will come up with something in the next couple of hours, and it'll probably be interesting, and I hope it'll be fabulous. Anyway, everyone, have a great day. I'm enjoying the sunshine. I hope you do too. Sprinkle the love, use the infamous button that I'm not supposed to talk about, and spread the love. Thanks, everybody. Bye.